This just in, your mom has been given the key to South Central as she is recognized and revered throughout the hood for her spectacular achievements. Homies know yo mama.
Oh, I went with all the OGs. West Side, East Side, Compton, Watts. In the Hoovers, they call me Velvet Neck.
Why did they call her Velvet
On
Neck?
West Side Hoover. Her throat was smooth as a velvet glove, homie. That's just facts.
Bought this car from the big homie. She used to blow him down. Soon as I got it, she started blowing me. She been for the set.
She brings communities together.
Yeah, we kind of like relatives. We share a home-in-law with each other.
Sí, la conozco. Es buena gente. Por ella denuncié el racismo. Me lo quitó de la cabeza. De hecho, mi esposa es negra.
She once made me quit pimping for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know her. I caught a case behind that head, and I'd do it again.
Have you ever had some double-jointed neck?
Let's just say, the brothers told more than once it felt like I had magic hands without ever using them.
I know her real well. She used to come get cut up.
Arrested her once in '94. She made bail in the back of the squad car an hour later. Niggas know yo mama.
I know her. While the homies would be here, spitting bars, she was swallowing bars.
You ever had a woman show up at 3 a.m. with wet walls and drywall TAP? Niggas know your mama.
I like my calm, quiet life now. In my T-Zone Crip days, I was in these streets.
I like this route, because on my break, I stop and kick it with the homies from 10 Line Gangster. Today, people won't believe my life story, but they call it CAP. I tell them, get it right. It's Cross Atlantic Pyru. I grew up here, and I'm gonna stay here. On Do Rock Crip, we gonna rebuild, because
I went to school to be a physician, but this Crenshaw Mafia life is just in me.
Nowadays, I stay out the trouble, but 20 years ago, the homies would have came in here and laid everybody down. And that's on Biddy Stones.
you need a license. I used to keep them on deck for the First Street East Coast Crips. Me. I had 3 aliases and 2 baby daddies at your age.
First time I flew, I had a boyfriend from Ducky Hood Compton Crip. He strapped 4 ounces around my waist. Now, I just put it in my carry-on. I used to get $20 tips just for winking at the homies from Avenue Paru because they knew what they would get for the 100. All in the UGs, the lanes, even up in the 20 outlaws. I done delivered to every hood in South Central and dropped off more than just mail.
I got 2 babies daddies, one from SOS East Coast, the other from Scott Park, Paru. I'm in a poly relationship. They want to hate on AI, but I'm realer than y'all mama. She won't tell you the truth. And you wonder why your generation ratchet as hell? She was a hood rat before social media. On neighborhood photos, if you hung out in Vermont Square Park in the early 90s, you know who I am.
I took the package to the prison with the work hid in the cereal box. Judge called it tampering, I call it true love.
I used to stuff the burner in my bra for the homies from Watergate Crip when the sheriff would pull us over. I've been a real rider. When I got put on Dodge City Crip, 3 of the big homies courted me on. They tried to fade me, but I put them all to sleep.
I've always been family first, especially Centinela Park family. My first boyfriend was from Venice Showline Crip. He taught me how to cook the work and not waste none. I used to go up to Devil's Dip and get drunk with the homies from 120 Raymond. The Rays really know how to party.
Hollywood Pyrus put me in my first action flick. Ain't hit theaters, but it's been burning through the hood ever since. Shoot, whoop!
I started banging the gangster car way back in elementary school.
Which one?
All of them.
We're sisters, both from neighborhood Paru. And she's from Bompton, though, Freeway.
Yeah.
I'm from Inglewood.
I only wear Gucci because I know I'm an elegant bitch from the set. The 2 G's stand for Gear Gang.
I left the Nickersons right after 8th grade, made pretty well for myself over the years, But on Bounty Hunter Watts, whew, I missed the projects.
You can't tell me nothing about West Side Bompton. I'm from the Deuce, the Four, the Bix, the 8, the 9.
I used to always kick it in the Grandees when I was young. If I wasn't there, I was on the 5 or the 6. Yankee gang, it's all nutty. When I was young, I used to go up to South Park to play hide and go get it with the homies from 5 Trey Avalon. I wasn't too good at hiding. I like to let them get it.
I used to be out here broke on the blade until I met a real P. He helped me get my chili up. Now I'm a boss-ass bitch.
I always loved the swan. It's such a beautiful bird.
You know it, especially the East Side Swans. 89th Street.
I'm from Dago, Skyline Piru. I moved to Inglewood when I was 16. P-Funk took me right in. Well, I took them right in. I grew up in the 7 Foes, and working at 77th Division is cool, because when I get a call, I alert the groovers before any other officers get there. Sherm? Oh no. On West Side Jungles, last time I did that, I was in high school. Me and the homie sat, stuck outside the Baldwin Hills Theater for 6 hours. He was from 9-8 Main Street, I'm from 9 Deuce Hoover. It was a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing, but with chirp phones and pull-out radios.
I was from Queen Street on Mondays and Osage Legends on Wednesdays. Depends who picked me up from school.
As soon as the big homie put me on Spooktown Compton Crip, she taught me how to braid, how to way work, and how to squab if someone banged on you. I'm a Watts baby. My auntie was from Fudgetown, uncle from Front Street. I learned how to bang before I learned to parallel park. Disrespectful young nigga slid in my party and tried to bang the set on me. I said, you can't be from Q102 if you don't know me.
Born and raised in the LBC, baby. Still here, still solid, still ICG.
I'm from Linwood, homie. Palm and Oaks, GC. Not Watts, not Compton, Linwood. We never needed to borrow nobody else's fame.
J-Boy stashed the work under my side of the bed.
Cops came, I turned into Beyonce real quick mad. He ain't here, officer, on 5-1. We were cruising PCH when he said, babe, look, I see a whale. I wasn't looking, though. My head was in his lap. I just said, I see one, too. On West Side Neighbors, I wouldn't even be married to this Mark if Dulo was still alive.
She used to beat the blade for me back in 91, then I got her pregnant with the first baby. I told her, congratulations, bitch, you got promoted. We had the baby shower at the Tenfo and she went back to work.
I took off work the whole first week of April just to kick it on the east side with my folks from Fopac. Damn near every day was a set day.
She used to be a strawberry in the set, but she gave her life to God. When I got out the pen, I was like, fuck it, let's get married.
My baby daddy from Hard Time Hustler. I used to count his street money on that same table. Now I serve gumbo to grandkids. Same fingers, different work. When I saw the 3-0 tatted on his back arms, I thought he was from Harlem. But he was actually from 30 Piru. That's kind of exotic to a West Side bitch. On 8 Trey Gangsta, the coldest beer in the set is at the Gangsta Stowe on the F and the N.